Looking for the best way to spring clean your settee? Then this could be the video for you. Don't forget, if you're using the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get those Kirby and home and lifestyle products. So make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Hi Kirby fans, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at you getting this settee nice and clean. Now this settee isn't that old. Now I did do a video on this settee previously. I was cleaning it with the cordless, and then obviously I went back and cleaned it with the Kirby zip brush and the Kirby dirt meter. I'll put a link to that video at the end of this one. Because we've done that, obviously we're going to want to clean it now with the Kirby shampoo system. So I'll quickly show you there's a few marks on it where food's been spilt. Brand new settee. I would have to normally pay to get someone to professionally clean this because the Kirby shampoo system does a great job. It's saved me a fortune over the years. So let's jump in and see what we've got to contend with. So here we've got the 5-seater settee. There's a few marks on it. It's covered in a fair few dog hairs from last night. So pillow cases and that we will freshen up in the washing machine. You can use the Kirby solution on those as well if you like. I just like to freshen up and get some comfort softener in them as well, just to get them smelling a little bit sweeter. Also, I don't know how well this is picking up on camera. I think we've got a little bit of a chocolate or something here. I can actually feel that smudge. A few marks here, and then obviously some dog hairs. We do have the grandkids over as well, so sometimes they've got sticky fingers and they end up all over the settee as well. So this is one of the big advantages of owning a Kirby vacuum. If you've got grandkids or youngsters, you can clean your suite and it's not going to cost you a fortune. So before we start cleaning the settee, there's a few things you're going to need. You're going to want your portable hose. You're going to want an upholstery tool, which you normally get with your Kirby. But if you've invested in the zip brush, that's even better. This is fantastic for agitation. There will be links down to all of these in the description below. Also, you need your intake valve as well, because you're going to put your Kirby on blow. And before you use the shampoo system as well, make sure you blow that hose outside, because obviously using the Kirby zip brush or the upholstery tool, we're going to be sucking up some dirt and hairs, and some of those might get left in the hose from being static. Also, you're going to want your portable shampoo system. So before we use this, make sure you've got that end there, which gives you your foam, and also make sure in your portable shampoo system that you have this little hose. That is the most important part. Without that, it's not going to work. And then if you haven't got the end, obviously this part is what makes the foam. Other than that, it will only spray as opposed to making dry foam. So let's get the zip brush set up and start cleaning this settee. So first up, we want to convert our Kirby to the portable cleaner. To do that, we're going to connect the hose to it. We're going to need the zip brush, and then we're going to need our portable handle. So first step is to unclip the bag and remove the upright handle. First up, we're just going to remove our lead. So unclip that, lift that off, lift that up. If you pull that out, you can release the lead without it catching it. You're going to remove the lead from here. So that's just a push and a swivel. Looking at the bottom, you're just going to release the lead from there. That's that part. Next up, your bag clip. So you're going to just press that seatbelt clip, release that, release the bag, just let the bag sit to one side. And at the bottom of the curb, we've got a little button here, thumb on there, hand in there, and then lift. And out that comes. Grab your portable handle, push in there, press, that will click in place. Then get your bag, and your bag is just going to clip in here. Make sure you've got a new clean empty bag. If it's full, it's going to be awkward for that to compress. Push that in, and that's clipped. That's ready to rock and roll. Now around to the front to remove the portable head. All you're going to do is lift the headlight. We're going to wind our belt off, unhook it, wind the tension off that belt so it's not left stretching. Grab your hose. So on your hose, you've got a safety connection here for the safety switch, and then you've got two little hooks, as you can see on here, that hook on there. So all you're going to do is hook those on the bottom of there, so they slot in the middle. Slot that on there, lift it up like a hinge. That connects to the safety switch. Flick that over. Our hose is now fitted. Grab your hose and your zip brush, push and twist. That now is locked on. It's not going to come off, and that's ready to rock and roll. Settee's fully cleaned. It was only hairs that were on there. It's been daily cleaned with that zip brush. So now it's time to get in the shampoo system up and get rid of all that grime. This is the Kirby shampoo we're using today. I only recommend Kirby shampoo. It's colour fast, so it's not going to make your furniture run. You can colour test it as well if you're not too sure. It is colour fast. You can get a pet version of this as well. There will be links down to this. This has got a lavender scent as well, which is quite relaxing. If you want to chill out on your settee of a night time, you've got that lavender scent, which is going to help you relax, and it even works when cleaning your mattresses under your shampoo shampoo bottle, and I'm not sure you can see this on camera, but you've got two lines. So you're going to fill the first one with a lukewarm water, not hot water, and then you're going to top it up with Kirby shampoo to the second line. I already got some pre-mixed that I got left over from when I shampooed my carpet, so I'm going to be using that. You can keep your shampoo, don't bin it, keep it in a jar, and then all I tend to do is put that in the microwave, get it lukewarm, and that works great. You're not throwing it away after you've used it if you've got some left. So I'll get this topped up and then we'll start shampooing the settee. All I've done is transferred my shampoo from my tank, what I've got left, into a jug. It's roughly 500ml that portable shampoo holds up to that line with the shampoo. So this is mixed, already pre-mixed. We're just going to whack this in the microwave for 20 seconds and that should be plenty. I've put that on for another 30 seconds. There we go. It was literally just tepid. I just want it literally lukewarm. So this will be 50 seconds on high power. This is a 1000-watt microwave. Obviously, the lower the wattage, obviously the more time you've got to put it on. But I think 50 seconds is going to be more than enough for that shampoo. And in the words of Baby Bear, it's just right. So we'll just transfer that into our Kirby shampoo bottle. Okay, now it's pre-mixed, but just tend to give it a little bit of a shake, and then that's ready to rock and roll. So now we're going to convert the canister Kirby to the portable shampooer. What you're going to do is lift the head. We're going to remove that hose. Obviously, we need to take the zip brush off, so it's just a case of twist the opposite way, and that comes off. See the dust coming out, so we will blow this outside first before we connect it to the other side. We're going to put our intake on, so you've got the two little hooks, same, that hook's on there. Safety switch will connect, lift that up, and flip that over. And that's your intake. We're just going to remove our bag. So hand under there, twist, off comes the bag, and then unclip it with the seatbelt clip. So we've got a little bit of dust and grime here. I could have used a rag for this, but I'll just wipe that so it's all inside. And then we're going to grab our hose, because we're going to blow this outside first. And what you've got is a mark on your hose. So you've got this mark here. That's going to line up with that. Put that down, make sure it lines up with that. Don't force it. If it's not going on, it's not in line. So line it up, and then it's just a case of twisting that to lock in place. I'll take this and I'll blow it outside, and then we'll set up the portable shampooer. Okay, so I've just blew that outside, so a little bit of dust came out, so there's none going to go in the portable shampooer. We're going to push our hose in and twist, which locks that in place so it's not going to come undone. We're going to leave the nozzle off because what I like to do with the backs first, give them a light spray. That way then when you spray the foam, it's not going to fall off on the upright section because of gravity. So we'll give these a light spray and then we'll start laying the foam. What you're going to need is a nail brush or a damp microfiber cloth. This is just to rub that foam into that material so it can disperse and grab any buried dirt and then bring that to the surface. So we've done our first seat. As you can see, I rubbed it in with that microfiber cloth, so it's time to get round, finish shampooing the rest of the couch. So as you can see, it is a dry foam. It will literally evaporate to nothing. It's non-toxic as well, so it's ideal for pets. Pets aren't going to get harmed by it. That will evaporate into that settee. It will grab any dirt or grime that's actually in there and then bring it up, and then we'll vacuum it off with the Kirby zip brush. For anyone who's worried who's got powered seats, these are powered seats because it's a dry foam. We're not saturating it, just literally damp. So none of that foam is going to damage all those electrics at all. It's just evaporating into the fabric. It's not touching the electrics. Get that settee smelling nice and sweet. Any excess foam now you can either rub in or just leave to evaporate into that settee. If it was a summer's day, I'd probably leave this for around 2 hours to evaporate into that settee and make sure it's totally dry before you vacuum it off. Because it's autumn now, I'm going to leave this surface overnight and then come back to it in the morning. Hi Kirby fans, so it's the following day. Yes, I'm sitting on the settee. It is totally dry now. I had to leave it overnight. It was literally 5 degrees. Took around 3 or 4 hours for this to physically dry. Now with the Kirby solution, it is a dry cleaning method, so it doesn't saturate it. It literally just makes a damp surface on top. It soaks into the material, grabs that dirt and grime and then brings it to the surface. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna vacuum this off with a Kirby zip brush and a dirt meter, and then I'll vacuum it off properly with a Kirby bag. Let's jump in, have a look at the settee, and then get this cleaned off with the Kirby zip brush and see what the shampoo has pulled out. So I'm not sure how well this is picking up on camera, but there was a mild dirty stain there that has come out. Obviously the shampoo has gone in, released it, dispersed it, and then we're going to fetch that out with the Kirby zip brush, whatever's there. But looking at the settee from a distance, it looks reasonably clean, and we haven't even gone over it with the zip brush yet. You can see it is dry, so you've got to make sure that your settee is totally dry before going over it with the Kirby zip brush, because the last thing you want in that Kirby is moisture. Quickly run over this with the Kirby zip brush and a dirt meter and see what we pull out of it. So we've gone over half of it with the dirt meter. Bear in mind that this picks up 30% less efficiency than it would with a permanent bag fitted. So you can see it's picked up all the shampoo residue that was brought to the surface, and what that shampoo does, it gets down into those fibres, encapsulates the dirt, and then brings it to the surface, which the zip brush fetches off. So you can see there's not loads in there because it was just pure surface grime. It just saves you a fortune on professional cleaning. And what it will do, it will give that Kirby guard protection as well, prevent resoiling in the future. But what we'll do now is we'll put the original bag back on to gain that extra 30% efficiency, and then we'll get the rest of this settee fully cleaned. So you can see it's come up a treat with that Kirby zip brush. So it's a fantastic tool for cleaning after you've used portable shampooer, and does an amazing job. There's no colour fastness with the Kirby solution, and it's got that Kirby guard stain protection to stop any resoiling over time. Don't forget, if you're using the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get those Kirby and home and lifestyle products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Right, so I enjoyed that quick tutorial. Kirby does an amazing job. There's no need to pay professionals to come and clean your settee, even if it needs dry cleaning. Even using the Kirby zip brush, you can see even with the dirt meter what amount of dirt it picks up. Now just bear in mind that that was just probably about a week's worth of soiling from food and whatever else, and then obviously that's a lot of that is shampoo residue that's picked up the dirt and grime that was in those fibres. But you can see you're going to save an absolute fortune by using your Kirby, and it's really simple to do. There's no worries about colour fastness. You've got the Kirby card protection to stop that settee resoiling, and as I used the dirt meter in the video, obviously in real life you would not use the dirt meter. It was just for demonstration purposes. So you're going to get 30% less efficiency from your Kirby using a dirt meter, but it's just for demonstration purposes. That's why I went over it again with the Kirby external bag and HEPA filtration bag, and it does a fantastic job. No damage to the suite, and I've used this on a suite that's literally 12 weeks old. So you see there's no fear of damaging your settee or using it on new furniture. So again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Happy cleaning, and I'll catch you in the next one.